G'day, mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD. So, I'm going to do a couple of things this episode, and I will start by getting some wire done, and I'll talk about what I'm doing and what's coming next. So, we're running wire because I need to really make the delivery system a lot smarter. So far, I've been going up there and manually setting these requested chests to what I want delivered down here, and then letting the train run 2 or 3 times, then coming back and setting it again. And it's worked, don't get me wrong, but it's frustrating. So we're just going to run a wire all the way up here, and that way I can do it via a circuit condition. So I've put a constant combinator down there, and then up here, as long as I don't get hit by a train on the way through, that can get picked up whilst we're here. I will just run this wire. That can also get picked up. Done. I picked up a few fish. That's unfortunate. I'm probably going to need more of those. So we're just going to run the wire up, and I'll hook it up to the station at the other end, and we'll be able to set everything remotely. Don't get hit by a train, JD. Do not get hit by a train. Okay, on top of that, it's currently Wednesday. This video goes out tonight at midnight. That's my schedule. Normally, I have at least a video ready to go, if not a couple, just in case, and for weekends, that sort of stuff, because those of you that have been watching for long enough know on weekends, or those of you who've been watching long enough and are in my Discord server, you know that I'm generally not available on weekends. Weekends, it's purely family time, so I don't tend to get to a PC often, if at all. Where are we going? We're going straight through, which unfortunately means we're going like that, because JD planned his power pole placement really well. No, gotta keep going. So, yeah, it's a couple of days ahead. So I know sort of what's coming up in the very, very short term. Okay, I need to change all of you guys to requested chests, and we'll set you guys to go. And then I need to make more wire. So yeah, I know what's coming up in the not too distant future. So first off, school holidays start in a couple of days. I don't really want wood in there, so wood can definitely come out. I don't even know why we had wood in there in the first place. But okay, bots, you can come deal with it. Come on, Logi bots. All 3,000 of you come. What? Oh, really? It's because I got wood on the line. JD screw up number 1. Wire that to there. We'll set you to wood. Minus 1 bazillion. Yeah, this did not work out well. Put the fish in there as well. What? Bots are doing all sorts of weird things. Why do you keep putting it in here? Oh, because you still got 400 on delivery. Fuck's sake, bots. You're pissing me off. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to set you to do those and those. And hopefully... No, it's still screwed. I want to auto trash all speed modules, please. Thank you. The beacons I'll probably have delivered because, let's be honest, they're going to get used sooner or later. Actually, somebody made a comment a couple of episodes, I think it was ago, about speed modules in general, and said, you know, am I making enough production? And I said, yeah, I think I am. And then I did the maths, and it looks like I need, like, give or take 10,000 more speed modules just for smelting. You know, roughly. Small numbers. Come on, pick them all up. Okay, so now I'm getting sidetracked again, because I'm good at that. Clear those, clear those, clear those, clear. Come on, clear, 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 clear. So, we've got a couple of days left in the week. I'm really hoping this weekend I get out my normal Let's Tries, but I'm making absolutely no promises because actually the school holidays start here in Australia in the end of the week, and we've got 2 weeks of school holidays. School holidays are really, really bad for me because, frankly, I spend all the time with family. So I'm at the computer pretty much not at all. So generally means for the school holidays, most of the content, I wouldn't say all of it, but a lot of it is actually pre-recorded. Ready to go. Well in advance. Let's do that. Alright, all these chests finally empty? I think so. So yeah, I'm school holidays is normally a no-go for me. Now, next week, the first week of school holidays, I do have a playthrough of the new game Raft coming out with me and Colonel Will. A lot of you guys may have heard of Colonel Will. He streams Factorio like 5 or 6 days a week. I've actually been watching him for 2 years, probably. More on than off. I really like the different challenges he sets himself every I won't say every month, but probably every other month. Sometimes I watch some of the other games he plays. Sometimes I don't. I think everybody's a little bit like that. They watch somebody. Like I know a lot of people watch me for my Factorio content. And then the Oxygen not included content, some do watch, some don't watch, and that's entirely up to you guys. I no judgment, no judgment. Obviously, I'd like you to watch everything, but I also know that maybe it doesn't suit you. Maybe you're not interested. I'm going to put down a buffer chest, and I'm going to ask for. No, hang on. That's 50, that's 100, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, that's 2,000. Yeah, that money. Because I just want them pulled out of the network. I do want the base to keep ticking along. Really? Where'd the hell they come from? I must have left something in. Something in the, one of the chests. Okay, so we're gonna go down here. And we're gonna test out this automation, confirm it works. So next weekend, there's definitely Raft coming out. As for Factorio, I hope I can get back up to speed. Long story short, I've been very, very busy. Trying to keep a series running, and the Megabase series got to basically this point where we're trying to put all the builds together. Because this is a belt build, this is really, really easy to spaghetti together. Because the other build is a train build, without using a main line, which is the biggest bottleneck, It's been very, 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 very complicated to get put together. Consequently, it's been, I think it's been about 3 weeks, and I'm still in the process of trying to work out all the mess to get it working. So yeah, it's taking a little bit longer than I'd like. I am hoping next week I can actually start getting that series up and running, which means hopefully the second week of the school holidays. So 2 weeks from now, you'll see that rebooted, so to speak. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, at this stage, I'm making no promises because school holidays are fast approaching and I have not a lot of content pre-buffered up so I can spend time with family. Okay, so we're going to... So, I've set a smart system. So, I've got a constant combinator down here, which will carry all the signals on the line. And you can see we've got minus 100k wood, which is something we set up at this end. And all these requesters are set to set the requests from down here. So, if I set these to 10 beacons, and I go up to all this, all the way at the other end, all these guys now have a request for 10 beacons. So I'll get 10 beacons multiplied by 12 chests, about 120 beacons shipped down. At this end, storage says we have plenty of belt, but I got no undergrounds and no splitters. And the little flashy thing is saying, hey, we want lots of beacons, lots of assemblers, lots of splitters, lots of undergrounds, lots and lots and lots of things. So I'm going to set this for 50. Let's go for 100 of those with 100 of those. And you're going to remember, whatever I type in here is multiplied by 12 at the other end. And 100 of those. And what do I have in my inventory? You can have 3. You can have 50. That's the problem. The bots are bringing it back faster than I can get rid of it. Okay, let's put in assembly machines. I think I don't need that many, so I'm going to ask for 20. Oh, I need furnaces. Sure, let's put down a whole stack of 50. Because again, multiplied by an awful lot at the other end. Done. Alright, so if we go up to here, you can see all these requests are being filled out ever so slowly. And it is asking for 100 undergrounds in this chest, this chest, this chest, this chest, so on and so forth. So eventually they will fill up with their requests will get filled. We've got a lot of items on deliver, a lot of items on deliver. It is far from perfect placement because a lot of stuff's coming from here. There are storage chests down here. And we have had a certain amount of stuff dumped into storage chests. Oh, like that right there. That would be perfect. That's a request chest with a heap of undergrounds in it. On top of that, I'm going to delete some of these builds, which I haven't got back to doing. Like we've placed blue circuits, we've placed red circuits, we've placed green circuits, haven't we? No, we haven't done green circuits yet. Now we're down to copper's the next thing we need to put down. We've placed the low density structures. Haven't done miners yet, so miners still got to be done. Now, do I have my pretty little calculator on screen? I do now. So, for this insane base, we need... Oh, I need to turn those back on. We need a tiny 69.3 belts of copper. So basically 70 belts worth. And Oleks was very nice because he's one of my patrons. He has been active on my Discord for as long as I can remember, and he has actually been he's watched up until the last episode, and he's seen that copper is the next thing I'm about to stamp down my smelting blocks. So he took his already optimized design, which I helped him with, and re-optimized it. I have no idea how. I haven't looked at it yet, but that's the plan for today. To look at these builds and get them put down. Now, as soon as this empties, the requests from the other end are not going to turn off. So you can see these are still requesting the full amount they just were. So we're going to run back down to the other end. Now I could try and put in better and better smarts. So if I requested 100 inserters, then 100 showed up at the other end and got loaded onto the train, and then the request got turned off because technically it's been filled, even though it's in the train, hasn't been delivered yet. But that's way too much for me. I'm just not that bright. But we can do that. So when I turn that off, that'll turn off this requester. It stops requesting from this end, and we can then see what this system comes up with. Oh, the other thing Oleg pointed out to me is I boo-booed. This science block, choose half a blue belt, not a blue belt, per build. So I took some notes. And I'll find them. Notes to self. So 52 labs does half a blue belt's worth. So I actually need, and that's how big one row is. So that there is 52, 55. Because I like building a little bit long. 52 labs will do half a blue belt's worth. Alright, being 1.2k. Because I'm doing 3k, he suggested 3 rows of 43 labs. So, like, that long. Almost the full length. To here. Each would do 1k each. Which is going to simplify my belting spaghetti a lot. So I think that's actually the first thing we need to do. Is we need to just deconstruct just a little bit of everything. And blank blueprint. Start from the start. Count up 43 labs. Done. And then somehow place this so it lines up with the one beside it. Yeah, sure. Go away, research. I can see the front of it. Okay. Alright, new idea. We'll go as far as 43. And then we'll trim that off the end. Leaving power. Because I really want the row reports to be powered. Actually, that's a tidy chunk off the end. That's a decent amount. Okay, so we're going to rip that off the end, and then we're going to go... say 11. Can I see 11's worth? Oh, easily. And we want 3 rows of these things. Row report, you're in the way. Where'd that blueprint go? Okay. Then we know all the guts are basically the same until we get to the end. So we'll just take a chunk and we'll just blueprint it repeatedly over and over and over. After we get how to line it up. That's lined up. Do I have cliff explosives? I do. Okay, first things first. Cliff explosive. All of that crap can go away. Boom! I love that sound. It's the sound of nature being taken care of. If only cutting trees made a sound. Although considering how many trees we cut, we get really sick of that really soon. Another paste. Another one. This is what I'm talking about. This is... Oh, really? No, my bots are busy doing something else. Come on, blow up these cliffs. We'll copy the end. And paste. And paste. Okay, so that's taken care of. No, the bots are being lazy, not picking up any of this crap. Nope, you're not needed. You're not needed. You're not needed. You're all not needed. Grab. Go, bots. Like, there are no other bots coming. It's just you guys. Oh, it's also these guys that we left behind. No, the issue is there are some other bots in the old network coming to pick these up, and the old bots don't know that their networks are not connected anymore, and therefore they don't have power. Into the inventory you go. Okay. Yeah, it's bots coming from way out to the side, because this is still one giant robot network, all the way out here for landfilling. Okay. Goodbye, more nature. Alright, so we've got that one done. Go away. I don't like running on things. Oh, we do have storage boxes. Oh, in that case... Yeah, deconstruct that crap. Oh, okay. So actually what I want is I want a buffer chest here. And I want those items in it. And I want like 70 of them. And then after I run far, far, far away, because I don't want to be caught in the shit storm of deconstructing a chest with 4K wood in it. Okay, so this is up to still requesting a lot of stuff we just requested. So I need to run back up there and hopefully not get caught up in this. How close do I have to go? Turn that on. And we'll send the train back up. Okay, so as I was saying, Oleks sent me his new smelting block. Now, I haven't even looked at this, so you and I can both look at it at exactly the same time and critique it, pick at it, see what, if any, the improvements are, and we'll go forth from there. No more nature left. I'd hate to leave any nature laying around. Okay, so this brings us to the end of... speed modules. So he's giving me a blueprint book, and it says iron smelting 2 belts worth. Steel smelting half a belt. Oh, so he's got a really long version and a shorter version. Iron smelting 1 belt. Iron smelting 2 belts. So iron and copper are basically the same thing. So... yeah, let's put it... oh, can we share those beacons? Oh, I can. Okay. Remove Roboport. Go back to this blueprint book. Share the beacons because we can. And we'll throw that down. So he's coming off and into a chest. And he said this was a 10% improvement overall. Okay, well, we need to look at some things. First off, let's drag the robot coverage out so that at least they can build it for us. Nope, still not far enough. So he's got 1 belt coming in and going, oh. So we've been through this before a few times, and we've been through how inserters are slower to pick up from a belt. So what he's done is he's going into a chest, which means this insert is going to be running pretty much flat out to get enough crap into that chest. But then this inserter should turn off. And it should remain off until the furnace calls for more materials. When it does, it should pick up the full 12, which is the most amount a stack inserter with bonuses. Bonuses. Stack inserter. Right there. Stack inserter capacity 12. So it should pick up the full 12 and dump that in. Hopefully. I'm guessing that's where the logic goes. So he's outputting... He's moving it to the left-hand side. So this is going to put output onto the bottom. He's going to move it here, which will move it to the top. He's going to run it around. So that's one whole lane full. No, this is the one that fills the lane. So he's then going... Just one output? Oh. Okay. So this... so this is going to go to this side of the belt, which will then get loaded into here and into here. So that'll fill both sides of the belt. And then it's merged with this belt. So this guy will fill the belt basically. And then run it through here. Okay, with two outputs. And the only question is can in my infinite wisdom, because his old build... Where is it? His old build is 4 belts in and 4 belts out. So the only question is in my infinite wisdom, can I actually get 4 belts through this build? And I'm just looking at the available space. I'm going to go with no. No, because this space is now used... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's used as well. I can't open the beacons up to give me 1 extra tile. So this lane is pretty much reserved for processing. This lane's reserved for output, so actual plate. This lane is pretty much reserved of, when I say lane, I'm talking about if we took this and we did, yeah, we did that. So we can say that one's reserved. Let's go constant combinator. That one's reserved and that one's reserved. Okay, they're permanently reserved. This is for the output. That's for the input. That's the output of plate, and that's for the input of ore. Done. He's already using this lane and this lane. So it comes to the question of, can I get a lane through, you know, here, or here? Let's go look at his old build. So he's gone 3 down the middle. Oh, so he's actually moved Smelter down to give him a room to do 3. So the only way I can do that, because he's already used the double spacing on this side for this chest. So the only way I can do that is by opening up the beacons. So I take these beacons and I push them out 1 more tile. Put that back there, put that back there, put that there, and that there. So this will give me, actually to give me that line and that line. So technically yes, I could shove 4 of these together. And have 4 belts of iron ore down here delivered in, and 4 belts of plate out this end. Because at the moment we need 35 builds. Because we need 72 total belts of copper. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who counts? Don't bother counting. Just rip up and we'll work it out the other end. How many measuring smelters? So we're up to 14 lanes worth, and we need 35. Get rid of that. Just clear ahead a little bit. Wrong build. I want that build. Uh, 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. There's another cliff in the way. Remove all that crap. So it then means that that becomes copper smelting, which is long. It is very, very, very long. But if I double the length, I halve the width. So we go from 70 divided by 4 is 18-ish. Nope, let's multiply by 4. 70 divided by 4, 18-ish? 17.5. So 18. So same story. Let's come down. 15, 16. Oh, I can't see there. Alright, run back up a little bit. 18. So one below me. Let's do that so we can see it on the map. So that's still one hefty copper smelter. But I think I prefer that than twice that length. So that now means I need to go look at his smelter array and widen it first to get the extra belts through. And then at the same time, work out how in hell I'm going to spaghetti all the belts all the way through the whole build. So I'm going to end this episode here, and I'm going to take a couple of moments between episode to work out how, well, to physically do that, basically. And then we can probably come back and we can probably start pasting them. Although I have a feeling I'm going to need way more of this stuff. Because that whole lake's in the way. Like, completely in the way. All these trees are in the way. You're on the way of progress, and that means it'll come out to about here somewhere. Which is one hefty smelter block. But after I add in, this size for iron, this size for copper, the same for iron, the same again, at the end of the day, your smelting is about half the size of your base. Whatever size base you're planning on having, your smelting should probably end up being about 50% of the size of the rest of your base. But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you Oleks for sending me some updated blueprints. I have no idea if it's actually an improvement or not. But I guess the only way for me to know is to physically test it. So maybe that's something I can throw in during a live stream, or I can do a little video on. I don't know. We'll work that out. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Alright, bye!